And so, ladies and gentlemen, before we just simply go quickly down the row, I'd like you to be introduced to our candidates and our legislators that are here in the House tonight. And as we make our way down quickly, but first, I want to give a minute to Representative John Hanson, who's going to speak to an issue that Karen brought up just a moment ago. So, John is also the Vice President of South Dakota Right to Life. So please give a warm welcome, John Hanson.
Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, thanks a lot. So again, my name's John Hanson. I'm from Del Rapids, which is way over on the east side of the state, beautiful little town. I'm a representative over there. I'm also, like Dale said, the Vice President of South Dakota Right to Life, so it's just great to see everybody here and so glad that you could join us. Karen alluded to this earlier, but just as a way of a brief announcement and to tell you about something that's going to come up tomorrow. So there's good news and there's bad news. And the bad news, quite frankly, is a bit sobering. Right now, as we speak, as we gather together to celebrate life, pro-abortion groups and the South Dakota Democrat Party are working to amend our state constitution to legalize abortion in our state from conception all the way to birth. It's truly a radical amendment to our Constitution. And not only that, but if this amendment were to pass, almost all of the existing pro-life protections that we've worked so hard to put into place would be overridden by this constitutional amendment. It's not overstating this to say that everything that we've fought for as a pro-life movement in South Dakota is on the line. That's the bad news. The good news is that the Lord has blessed you, every single person in this room, with a heart to defend the lives of these unborn. And there's a lot more of us out there. And I truly believe that if we work together, we can defeat this constitutional amendment. And so to that end, me and Leslie Unruh, who's the founder of Alpha Center in Sioux Falls, and some pro-life friends have created what's called the Life Defense Fund. And the Life Defense Fund is the organization that's going to lead the effort to defeat that constitutional amendment. So we're going to talk more about that tomorrow, but I wanted to let you know about this. There's a little table set up right over here in the main hallway. Please stop by there. Grab a letter, grab a card that you can fill out to volunteer or donate if you want. And we'll talk more about it tomorrow, but for now, please, before you leave, please stop at that table, grab a letter, grab a card. We got to do this. Listen, the reality is the legislature can't save us from this. The governor, the senators, the congresspeople, they can't stop this. This is a ballot measure to amend the Constitution. This is on us. And if the people in this room aren't going to stop it, then who are? So it's on us. So thanks for the time, Dale. I appreciate it. Go to that table, please. Get some information. We'll talk more about this tomorrow. God bless you. God bless the unborn that we defend. Thank you.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start right down here at this end and give the microphone. I know it's dangerous to do this, but to the legislators and candidates, and they're just going to run down the row and introduce themselves so that you can put a name to a face and then visit with them more out in the hallway. But let's start at the far end here. We're going to do the best first. Sorry. Go for it.
Switch places.
Do y'all want to switch places? My name is Becky Drury. And I live right here in Rapid City. I live in the middle of the heart of Rapid City. I'm up for re-election for the House of Representatives in District 32. I'm working very hard in the general election. I have a Democrat that's running against me that is she's a good campaigner. She's out there. So don't think just because we live in good old Republican South Dakota that there's not a chance that the Democrats can't get a foothold. So appreciate your support and your prayers.
I'm Mike Derby, State Representative, District 34, Rapid City. I'm going to give my time up to call for action. And as Karen mentioned, we have a pro-life champion in Governor Kristi Noem. Right now, they're probably just ending a debate that some people are watching. We need to get her reelected. She can help create a legislative firewall for all the issues Representative Hansen just talked about. And we need to keep our eye on the ball, and we need to stay focused, because as Karen mentioned, the reversal of Roe v. Wade it's not the end. It is literally just the beginning. And there's other issues on the ballot, and we can see these other shiny objects, Medicaid expansion and cannabis, whatever. This is the most important thing we can do. So I challenge you, before you leave, take a yard sign. I want to see a couple hundred yard signs put up Monday across the state, and let's get Governor Noem reelected. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Majority Whip Leader Kurt Chafee, representing the greater Meade County area. Again, I want to thank you for your support on this issue, and more importantly, I want to thank Dale for being there for us legislators there in Perry's. There every day, kind of creeping around the hallways, kind of stalking you sometimes. But between Dale there and John Hansen and Fred Deutsch, they really bring this together, and appreciate that.
Well, my name is Kurt Massey, and I'm running for House in District 33, and I am pro-life. Now, I looked for this opportunity and waited for this opportunity in life to be able to run and go to Pierre and vote pro-life values. I do have a Democrat who's running, so I really need pro-life people to get out and vote.
Thank everybody for coming. Al Norstrup, State Senator from Aberdeen. I was blessed this year to have a primary, but not a general election, so I will be the future District 3 Senator again. I've been in the legislature for 20 years, and in that time I've had a blessing to work with some giants, and the one I would mention one more time is Roger Hunt, who was really the founder of the pro-life movement in South Dakota. And the battleground has shifted since Roger, and Roger worked on the issues that he worked with an excellent team, and that team includes Dale and John Hansen, Fred Deutsch, and myself, and Elizabeth Krause, and many others. Anyway, the battleground has shifted, and the shift is onto the ballot, and it's not the upcoming election, it's 2 years from now. And John talked about it, and there's an attempt by some well-funded pro-choice people to put abortion in the Constitution. And as John mentioned, we can't touch it. We can't fix it. It's broken. It's broken for a very long time. So the battleground has become really for all the marbles on this next ballot issue in 2 years. So the first thing we're going to do is try to tell your friends and neighbors, do not sign the petition. If someone tells you it says something, don't sign it. The reason they put things on the ballot is because they can't get common sense legislators to vote for it. And so then they come to the people and they will lie, and they are well funded. And so we need to be very adamant in telling the story that that's what they're doing. Thank you.
Representative Phil Jensen, District 33. I've been in the legislature for 14 years fighting for life. Please re-elect me so I can go back and fight for another couple of years. Thank you.
Rhonda Milstead, I represent District 9 on the east side of the state, kind of around Sioux Falls and outside of Sioux Falls. And, pro-life is about more than abortion. Pro-life, like it says up here, is conception to natural death. And we have become complacent with regard to our children. There are issues out there that are trying to hurt our children. We need to pay attention to them, and we need to fight for our kids. So will you remember that, please? Pay attention and protect our kids. They can't do it on their own. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Senator Julie Frey-Mueller, and I am very blessed to represent the Mount Rushmore district, so I'm very glad you enjoyed it. And I'm very happy to be here. I'm very much pro-life. I love babies like no other, and I can't believe the effort that all these people put into killing something so innocent. And I don't know if a lot of you know, we did have a House Joint Resolution 5003 of 2022, if you want to look it up, and that was a resolution to get on that South Dakotans believe life begins at conception. And that did not pass. It lost by 1 vote in the House. So we're going to try it again this next year. And please say prayers so that we can get something positive. We've got gambling. We want marijuana now in the Constitution. I would like to have South Dakota believes life begins at conception. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Senator Jim Stalzer from Sioux Falls. I have the honor of having a son born in 1973, which makes this all relevant. And for Karen, I have a daughter who is a mountaineer and a 3-time first-team All-American in her sport and a 3-time All-American academic. So go Mountaineers. And she has a daughter who got me on the Notre Dame donor list because of her pro-life work at Notre Dame. But the reward for that, and I'm going to up Karen, we are going from here to meet our first great-grandson. And so we are very much committed to pro-life. And again, I have a pro-abortion opponent as well.
Hi, everyone. I'm Representative Fred Deutsch from the Watertown area. Hey, the Watertown folks here? I represent 6 counties in the area. I'm past president, immediate past president of South Dakota Right to Life. It's been my honor, truly my honor, to work with Right to Life to bring forward pro-life legislation. We really are in for the fight of our life with this constitutional amendment, but with all of us helping, we can challenge it, we can push it back, we can defeat it. Please help. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Matt Rosberg, running for District 15 House in Central Sioux Falls. It's probably one of the hardest districts to run pro-life in. And there's a lot of issues going on in Sioux Falls. The big thing is, in my mind, if you don't get the life issue right, not much after that matters. So let's work to turn District 15 pro-life.
Good evening. My name is Mike Diedrich. I'm a senator from Rapid City. I have West Rapid City as my district in general. And it's just a privilege to be here tonight with like-minded individuals. And you might think that you've heard everything said, but all you have to do is talk to the rest of us when you have more time, and you'll hear a whole bunch more on a lot of these issues. But I do want to say, my wife of 40 years, I'm blessed with, my far better half, and I are new grandparents, and our grandson will be born in February. And so we're looking very much forward to that. Sanctity of life is worth the battle. And Dale is a great guidepost for us. He helps us with the guardrails and gets us, keeps us informed of things. And he gave us good advice for speakers. But my advice, I'm going to play off that a little bit. My advice to you as advocates, as pro-life advocates, is stand up, speak up, and never give up. Go.
Well, thank you. So I'm Dave Johnson. I'm the state senator from District 33, which is Rapid City, Central Black Hills, northern part of Rapid City, Blackhawk, and Somerset. Now, I've had a couple of chances to speak tonight, so I want to take this time to thank my team. As president of the Rapid City Right to Life, there's 30, 40 people that helped organize this. If you look to your left and to your right, you'll see more people here than we've had in previous South Dakota Right to Life conventions. We have almost 250 people here tonight, which is a record. Another thing that we've done that you people have done is you've sponsored more money, you've provided more funds to run this convention than we've ever seen before in any other convention. So look to the left, look to the right, and give yourselves an applause at this time.